The opening drive because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David. Joku, 27 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to... kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Dalton gives to Bernard. And Bernard churning, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now running right through it. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 38 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go! Watch the screen, watch the screen.
1st and 10 for Dalton. He completes it to Boyd. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd down, Bernard. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Past the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process.
That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense.
No, possession's on. Possession's on.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. He goes 95 yards to the house. On the kick return, and the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Showing off that speed and electric boost that he has. 95 yards that kick return goes down for. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This one taken just inside the... Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Mayfield on first down. Buying time to his left. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 26 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Tight end out on the right side. And he's going to be out up around the line. Dalton going to break the huddle, come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. Now Dalton, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Is that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your dead. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. He'll return it from the 6. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for you.
And this will be caught at the 30. It's a big play there for the Browns. 45 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield being chased out left. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. Building fooled right there as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Landry again the intended target, but it'll be second and goal.
I like the idea to...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He completes it to Tate. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, as an offense, some drives you have it, some drives you don't. And this one looks like a you don't.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was 3rd and long. It was screaming for a pass. I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play. They didn't throw him at all.
Went in the wrong direction. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Look at the spin. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. He was looking for Landry that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
When that works, your offensive coordinator looks like a genius. When it doesn't, at least folks saying, what are you doing? Down here, I'd rather have my tailback running off tackle than something off the radar like this.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys continue to pour it on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially one. Give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Passing, it's Dalton. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Joe Schobert able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up fourth down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On third down, Dalton. Oh, it floated on him, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. First possession of the third quarter, an intercept. So maybe a second. Half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will extend this big lead. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass, and that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken about the 12. Now a hit and a loose football.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They've got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. And out now, here come the Bengals. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional.
And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
In your face.
On second down now, Bernard. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
53 to Mike. 53, check 53.
Mixon with a first down carry. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
But that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, bounced right back on it, keeps possession. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
They're running it.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Beckham and the Browns set to take over again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by the former 1st-round pick, William Jackson. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Mayfield, forced out to his left. And he whips that one incomplete there. Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Now Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, there. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah,
now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is
looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward, and he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a loss of 12 that time, and that'll make it 2nd. First to his running back, Nick Chubb. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Rolling to his left. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Eric Murray. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Following the interception, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Third and long for Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to...
And his pass is intercepted. For the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.